Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Graham Braun of South Lyon Boys Basketball. How's it going?
Good. Thanks for having me on, Casey.
So I know the season's not off to a good start for you guys. Coming off a literally back-to-back games. And then of course you got a game at time of recording tonight against Brighton at on the road. Just before we get into that, let's just talk about how the season's going.
Yeah, so our season started off with, like you said, hard back to back. We like that it's going to challenge us early. We'll be more prepared later in the season, but obviously hard playing back to back games. We played Monday and Tuesday. Monday against a tough Novi team where we held a lot closer than we did last year. We had started our season with them last year, and that game got ugly pretty fast. We lost by 20 to them, and this year was a lot closer. We were 5 points at half and ended up losing by 10, I think. So we were with them. The whole game was pretty close. We played pretty solid. It's just defensively we could have been a little better, like a little stronger. And then Stevenson, the next day we got tired legs, shoot 4 for 27 from three. We don't want to make excuses, but that's just a tough schedule. Back to that games, tired legs. So obviously season's not how we wanted it to go, 0-2, but we still have very high hopes. Locker room's high. We're ready to get into conference play. Brighton tonight, and then conference play starts, and we're ready to go.
Yeah. So, I mean, just starting your senior season, you know, obviously the big story with you guys is new coach. Obviously you guys all know him. But
Yep.
what's it been like when since Grant's taken over?
So Grant stepped in a little later than most coaches do. Coach Schmitz uh, decided to quit a little later than most coaches decide. So we had already gone through some fall stuff with Coach Schmitz. So it was really helpful that we hired someone in program that knew the program, and we had been with him. And a lot of the guys had played for him either like on freshman or they had him in Big Cat. A lot of kids played for him and his dad. So a lot of guys knew Coach Grant well. So he fit right in. I've known him since I was 5. So me and him are really close. So we got right to work, worked hard in the fall, and everything's gone very smoothly. Everyone loves him, wants to play really hard for him. So it's gone great.
Yeah. So, throughout the course of the year, can you believe that you're a senior?
It's crazy to think about. It feels like just yesterday I had my first start on varsity as a sophomore, and now all of a sudden I'm talking about how my senior season's going to go. It's really crazy.
Yeah. So I know with, obviously being the senior and obviously one of the probably, one of the big guys on the team, just talk about a leadership role. What's that been like for you?
Yeah, so Grant really has high expectations for the team, and then our seniors leading us. So we're a pretty senior heavy team. So our seniors are trying to lead our juniors, and we have one sophomore on the team. So it's just like me and a bunch of other seniors, just like we know the program. With a new head coach, it's important that the seniors take a leadership role and almost like other coaches. So yeah, it's been really high leadership role and going well so far.
Right. So what were your how was the summer? How was the fall? Just getting ready for the upcoming year.
It was good. We knew we were bringing back at least 2 starters, and we knew we didn't lose too much. We lost 4 seniors last year, so this is our big year, my senior season. So obviously, I want it to be a big season. So we had a big fall. We played in a bunch of scrimmages or games. That went pretty well. Had some stuff we could work on and learn from. So I think we're ready to go for the season.
Yeah. Kind of coming into, this year. I know conference play begins in the next few weeks. I know you're already going to have a few conference games before Christmas break. So, just how exciting is it the next few weeks that you guys have really got to, get going and stuff like that?
I'm super pumped, especially for conference play. I think this is our year for the LVC to be ours and us to be in top of the division. I'm kind of sick of being in that fourth and fifth slot. I'm ready to be at the top of it. So I think it's South Lion's year, and I think we start this Friday with Waterford Kettering. So make that hour drive and go out there and get a statement win, and then set us up for the rest of conference play.
Yeah. How do you like get ready for a game, Graham?
My routine is a little different this year because I get out of school a little earlier than I used to. So I have some time to just relax to myself. I watch some film for about an hour after I get out of school, take some notes on my player and the other like my matchup and then the rest of the team, watch some like their specific schemes and plays, and then I just relax, eat some food, and get in the right mindset.
Yeah. And of course, you, as I mentioned before, you guys have a game tonight against Brighton. Obviously, this is, guys are going into, an environment that's really good. Of course, they have a real, of course, they got a win coming into the year, and now they're getting with coming into a game against you guys. But what's it going to be like going up against them tonight?
Yeah, they started the season off pretty strong against a win with Linden. So on paper, it looks like a 1-0 team against an 0-2 team. That's not how we see it at all. We think we're going to go in there and give them a good fight. We expect to win, obviously. I think it's going to be a great game. They're a very solid team, but I think we're ready. We had our best two practices this season, our last 2 days, Sunday and Monday, off of Thanksgiving break. That's really hard to do after eating all that turkey and food. But I think we had a great couple of practices, and I think we're ready to go.
All right. All right, Graham, thanks so much for the time. We'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, thanks for having me.